Prozac glared up from her attack on the throw pillow. "Hey, who are you calling little?" "The very idea of Prozac in a TV commercial is ludicrous," Lance went on, bursting out in a most annoying peal of laughter. By now, I was starting to get ticked off. It's one thing when I doubt my pampered princess's capabilities, but hearing Lance diss her was a whole other story. Frankly, my hackles were more than a tad raised. "I don't know," I said. "She might do okay." A derisive snort from Lance. "If that cat can act, I'll eat my bow tie." At his feet, Mamie gave a happy yap, thrilled at the prospect of either Prozac acting or Lance eating his own tie. With dogs, it's hard to tell. "Well, gotta run," Lance said. "Time to show off Mamie's new look to the neighbors. Everyone loves her so." And off he sailed, Mamie trotting in tow. Up until that moment, I hadn't really planned on showing up at the audition. But now I was steamed. I took Dee Dee's business card out of my purse. On the back, she'd written the address where the audition was to take place. I made up my mind to be there. "We'll show Uncle Lance just how clever you are, won't we, Pro?" But my kitty prodigy was too busy chasing a dust bunny to hear me. I woke up the next morning to the sweet sounds of Prozac yowling at the top of her lungs, clawing me for her breakfast. Through bleary eyes, I watched her ricochet around the bed in full-throttle feed-me mode. And suddenly, my dreams of showbiz stardom went poof. No way was Prozac ever going to behave herself long enough to land a part in a TV commercial. Why even bother showing up at the audition? But then I remembered the insufferably smug look on Lance's face when he said Prozac would never make it in advertising. And just like that, I was angry all over again. So what if Prozac didn't have a snowball's chance in hell of getting that part? We were going to that audition. And so, at exactly 9:30 a.m., Prozac and I were in my Corolla, heading over to the Mid-Wilshire office building where the audition was scheduled to take place. Unwilling to risk one of her hissy fits, I left Prozac's cat carrier at home. True, I had to drive with my little darling scampering around the gas pedal, playing havoc with my blood pressure, but that was a small price to pay for her goodwill. Now, with Prozac nestled safely in my arms, I took the elevator up to the third-floor offices of Skinny Kitty, Inc., and headed into a waiting room filled with adorable cats and their fiercely proud owners. I signed in at a reception desk, where a harried receptionist in dangly cat earrings told me to take a seat until my name was called. Prozac and I plunked ourselves down next to one of the showbiz kitties, a pro by the name of Mr. Jingles. I knew this was his name because it was embroidered on the sash he wore, Miss America style, across his furry torso. Mr. Jingles' trainer, a big-boned redhead in a Mr. Jingles for President t-shirt, was giving her charge a pep talk.
"Who's the smartest cat ever? Who's gonna beat out all the other cats and get this part? Mr. Jingles, that's who. Now gimme 5.
She held out her palm, and I watched in awe as Mr. Jingles stood on his hind legs and brushed his owner's palm with his paw. "Wow," I said to the redhead. "He's amazing."
"He is, isn't he?" she beamed. "He can roll over, jump through a hoop, and play the piano."
Prozac yawned, clearly unimpressed. "Yeah, but can he cough up a hairball the size of a s'more?" And Mr. Jingles wasn't the only talent in the room. All around me, perfectly groomed cats were doing clever tricks and heeding their owner's every word. Meanwhile, in my lap, Prozac was busy hissing at a nearby philodendron. Once again, I felt hope ebbing away. Compared to her competition, Prozac didn't stand a chance. I was just about to pack it in and go home when Dee Dee came sailing into the waiting room, bangles jangling and chopsticks poking out from her bun. Her eyes lit up at the sight of Prozac. "Jaine, dear, I'm so happy you made it," she cried, sitting down next to me in a cloud of patchouli. "I just know Prozac's going to run away with this part." "But, Dee Dee, all these other cats are..."